Good morning. It's Friday. Let me torch up my little white sage with all the negative vibrations that are happening in our world right now, especially here in the United States, affecting our homes. This thing don't like the light. I don't know. Um, I want to get it burnt though. We need sage protection. Absolutely. Let's see what we got going here. Okay. Making a mess on my desk. Thank you. So, I will be doing, as of today forward on Fridays, I'll be doing my Buddhist learning, teaching the first 5 to 15 minutes. And then I go to my tarot readings. And then on Wednesdays, instead of being on at 11 in the morning, I will now be on with Gigi Wednesday nights. And tomorrow night, Jeff is my guest because Gigi's mom is still in recovery and she's been taking care of her mom. So, all wishes and white light for Gigi and her mom. And her mom's actually doing quite well, she's told me. She's healing quickly. So let's get some white sage for protection. um, so I hope y'all are having a good morning. I'm having a hell of a time cleaning up my desk now that I got white sage ash all over. Yeah, okay. Whew. Let's start with white light protection for myself and my home and all that view my videos so that they are protected with white light protection. And I'll start this with reading from Osho, however you pronounce it. It's OHSO. So I want to share with you the teaching of Buddhism. I've already done 4 recordings, and I missed my 5th week because of illness and all kinds, normal life crap. So we're going to start today with the 5th one. So if you start with on whatever day of the week you choose to, I happen to do it on Fridays. No reason. The last words of Gautam Buddha were Sama Sati, remember. In a single word, everything significant is contained. Sama Sati, remember what is your inner space. Just remember who you are. There's nothing to achieve and there's nothing to become. You are already what you have been seeking all your life in different ways, on different paths, but you have never looked inward. Just for a few seconds, sit down with closed eyes to remember to make a note of where you have been, to what depth you have been able to reach. What is the taste of silence? Peace. What is the taste of disappearing into the ultimate? Look in, and whenever you have time, you know the path. Just go again and again to the inner space so that your fear of disappearing is dropped and you start remembering the forgotten language, Sama Masati. And since I'm kind of like catching most of you up, I'll go ahead and just read the short versions of the Remember philosophy. The fool sleeps as if we were already dead, but the master is awake, and he lives forever. He watches, he is clear. If you would like to find more detail on this number 1 card here, on the back here is what I read the first week. So for the second week, mindful among the mindless, awake while others dream, swift as the racehorse, he outstrips the field. Mindful among the mindless, awake while others dream, swift as the racehorse, he outstrips the field. And then while I've been reading this, I've decided I'll take and put those in the descriptions of this video. As the Fletcher whittles, this is week 3. As the Fletcher whittles and makes straight his arrows, so the master directs his straying thoughts. Otherwise, that's a really good one, because what he's saying is if you keep your thoughts in line, then you will be the master of your direction. Hi, Ellen. For the 4th week of Buddha, in this world, hate never gets dispelled. Hate only, love dispels hate. In this world, hate never gets dispelled hate. Only love dispels hate. This is the law, ancient and inexhaustible. And again, I will take, and instead of reading all this, I will put it down in the notes for this video, so you can go back and start over from week 1 if you'd like. But right now we are actually on week 5. This one I'll read the full amount because I haven't done my video on it. Last week was too many negative vibrations for me. I don't know. Nothing was working. Sorry. You too shall pass away. Knowing this, how can you quarrel? True. We all will pass away someday. Life, and that is the remember, okay? And life is so short, so monetary, and you are wasting it in quarreling. Use the whole energy for meditation. It is the same energy you can use in fighting, or you can become a light through it. And we can all be light workers. And I think we're all light workers. And my cats decided to come visit. Okay, so that was for week 5. And then next Friday, I will do week 6. All right. Thank you for joining me here today. Voila! And I will take and get that all. Okay. Anybody want a cat? Good morning, Ellen. I got my my sage burning. It quit. It went out. But I've saged. And here's Kitty Kitty. Here's Kitty Kitty. Yeah, you're purring, purring, purring. You're just the purringest little cat. I love you too, Kitty Kitty. But you gotta go. She's got my nose. She's got a hair. Crap. So, Ellen, how's your week been? Tomorrow night I'll be on with, I'll be on my channel, but Jeff and I are doing a one-on-one. Gigi's still out because of her mommy, which is good. She needs to take care of her mommy. Her mommy took care of her. So our world is what it is. Does anybody feel as I do? Is like we sure could, hi Fatima, that we sure could use a blessing. Let's see, what did we get? Well, I have the oracle cards. Let's do a tree blessing. I haven't done a tree blessing for a few days. Hi, man, everybody's popping in. Yay! Let's do a blessing for us from the tree oracle. The Tree Keeper's Oracle. Wisdom of the spirits, wisdom of the tarot, wisdom of the tree keepers, wisdom of the enlightened ones that help us and protect us every day. Ah, I feel so good. I feel better than I have been. Last week's era, I don't know what you want to call it, pressures was a lot. Let's see. We're doing an oracle card. We needed one for enlightenment for the community so we know what we have for the next few days. Or even just today. The oracle. Yeehaw, buckaroos. Yeah, here we go. Right there, right there, right there. Okay. Kitty kitty made my nose itch. Okay, this is the card I pulled. We have the number 30, the keeper of the sanctuary. Let me slow that down. I went kind of fast. Keeper of the sanctuary. Can you even see the details? I don't know if you can see the details or not, but there's a bird sitting up, like a vulture or something, sitting up on the top of a dead tree. And then it's in the fall time because it's like old oak leaves with the little acorns hooked to them. So number 30 for us as a group. I don't know, does that help better? That's a little better. See, it's pretty. They're like watercolor. I wish I could watercolor that well. Keeper of sanctuary, thoughts happen like birds on a tree limb. They have arrived unbidden. Biden. Oh, unbidden. And often unpremeditated. Unbidden. Unbidden. What is unbidden? Unbidden. Unbidden. Otherwise, if you bidden something, I don't know. So are you paying? So let me start that over because unbidden. If you're bidden, that means you're accepting. Uncalled, not requested. Thank you, Ellen. That's what I was thinking it meant. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kendra. Keeper of sanctuary. Thoughts happen like birds on a tree limb. They arrive unbidden and often premeditated. The thoughts we pay attention to have the power to shape the world of our personal experience. Are you paying attention to the ones that fill you with expansion, hope, and possibility? Are the ones that make you feel diminished, small, and powerless? You cannot always control your circumstances, but you are certainly influenced what and how you think about them and what you give your attention to. You live most of your life inside your mind. Make sure it is a beautiful place to live. Will it be a sanctuary or a hovel? The choice is yours. My mind, I hope 99% of the time, is a sanctuary. But every now and then that little 1% slips in there and I have a negative vibrations going around me. And then I have to keep saging and stuff. And that's kind of what's happening now for me personally. I don't know about the rest of you. But for me, that's exactly how I'm doing it. Ah, could you show the box for these oracle cards? Yeah. Tree Keeper's Oracle. Let's see. It's the Tree Keeper's deck and book. Let me see who's the written by Angie Angi Sullins Sullins. Artwork is by Stephanie Law. Put that up there. Can anybody read that? Okay, I'll reread. They're beautiful deck, and I love the quotes in it. So it's Angie Angi Sullins Sullins, the Tree Keeper's Oracle. This is my first Oracle deck. And when I bought it, it was just like, pick me, pick me, pick me, out of all the hundreds of decks that were there. So that's, and I find connected to it. I guess that's what we're here for, is our connections. I dreamt of Gaelic last night, you guys. My my guide, and that's, I put a picture of him right up here in the top right corner. Remove solo layout. Oh, that didn't work. Nope. Okay. So anyway, this is Gaelic right up here in the right hand corner. He will be on all my videos in the future because he is the man. He was warning me this last night. I haven't been able to remember details of dreams lately, but I'm working on it because I need to. Because my dreams are what kept me alive as childhood. Yeah, Gaelic. We were sitting around his dining room table at his house in Ann Arbor, Michigan. This was his and my kind of a ritual that him and I did. We would spend, I don't know, half hour to an hour just sitting there at his dining room table, drinking tea and coffee, and we would have the news on, and we would go through his pile of mail, and we'd go through, and I'd get rid of all the ads and all that, the junk mail. And this was back in the, what, late 80s, early 90s that I knew Gaelic personally. I worked for him. And what I would do is take all the flyers stuff. Back then we used to get a lot of junk mail. And then I'd just hand him the stuff that he had to address. But then we would talk about politics, world events, and stuff like that. So we were sitting at his dining room table, and hi, Linda, and he uh, was his jovious self. It was really nice. It was reconnecting with him on our own connection. What it was like in real life. Like, I hate that reflection in my glasses. Did anybody got a recommendation how to get rid of it? See? They're gone. Okay, that's why I kind of keep my head down all the time, you guys, because I don't know how to get rid of that big white band across the top of my computer screen. Fine. I could, I guess, take and do a new layout now. I won't fuck with it right now, you guys. I'll just behave. Any questions? Any comments? Was it a good dream? Yeah, it was a good dream. It was like reconnecting. So I woke up with my cat swatting me in my face. That's what she does when she wants her food. She's not happy just with dry food. She's got to have the good stuff. What cat food? Oh, Linda, welcome to our group, man. It's free to subscribe. So, and I'm on 4 times a week. It's fun. Did Orange Man have? Oh, here we go. Did Orange Man have an aneurysm that no one's talking about? Do y'all know Libby? Master Most, I forget what the way she says it because she's from Australia, is Master. Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm glad you accidentally found me. Join us. I'm on 4 times a week. And starting with my fall, and don't let me forget to go back to what I was talking about. I do this all the freaking time. Even stop. I heard Libby was talking about he had a AVAD or something, some kind of procedure where, because he's so old and his health is so bad, that he can't have a heart transplant because otherwise they would just give him a new heart. But what they did put in, I learned about this. This is pretty cool. I never knew this existed, considering my family is heart history. It's a little pump that they implant into the left vertical artery in the heart, and then he wears a battery pack that keeps it, and it pumps the heart. Yeah, and that's what it was, and that's why he was missing for a while because, yeah, Kendra, yep. And the fly zone. That's the other thing. When he's around someplace, they limit the fly zone, and if he's not going to be around in that area, then they just let the planes fly, helicopters, whatever. But he and see, I keep asking him. I want him to lose his power. I don't want him to die, for God's sakes. I want him to suffer. And if he's dead, we all know what happens when that happens, when we no longer can walk on earth as humans. We know that that's a happy place. It's where we meet up with all of our family and pets, and we're happy. And with him, as long as he stays alive and he's trapped in his brain with dementia, and as long as he does that, he's in hell. Unfortunately, he's taken us with him. I was going to grab something and I don't know what it was. Hello. Welcome to my world. I don't wish that on him either, but definitely want him out. And so what I do is I pray for his power removed. And that's what I've been doing for weeks. And this is my little Orange Yeti. I call him Orange Yeti. And I'm treating him with acupuncture. That's what the pins are for. We have them in the ankles to help the swelling, and I put some in his wrist to slow down his swelling in his hands, and I put one in his pee-pee to help him pee correctly, maybe control his peeing. And then I know he's got headaches and stuff so I gave him one in the head so that his head will be okay, so that he doesn't have a stroke. I want him to have full-fledged dementia. Hey, have you ever seen anybody with full-fledged dementia? Look it up. And then we all know he wears diapers because his pooper shooter doesn't work so well. I wonder if I drove Linda away. She said she found me by accident. Welcome to my world. My world is the best. Oh, I need to put one in his heart, don't I? He needs one in his heart. Let me find here we go. Because we want his heart to keep pumping. We want trumpet. We want him to keep his heart pumping. I want him to live. Live. Just remove your power. Oh, right there. Ah. Okay, now his heart's protected. So, Linda, I might have chased her away. Hey, Linda, you still here with us? As you can tell, we're a group of the resistance. We are resisting the destruction of our country. And I'm trying to keep him alive with full-blown dementia where they can't cover it up any longer. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Blessings, not the hospital, but the roast. Yeah, definitely want him out. Oh yeah, I definitely, Kendra. I keep praying for him to lose his power. If he loses his power, then no, I'm still here. I didn't scare you away. I'm glad, Linda. I'm not your regular tarot spiritual. I'm a survivor. That happens in my Buddhist philosophy is what I go by. I believe in there's many gods. I've never died, so I've come close to death, but I've never died. So I can't tell you what's on the other side. I can only share with everyone what I have learned in my 70 years, almost 70. Let's see. 69 years and 10 months. You are evil old witch. You think? You really think? Who is this? Oh, that's the other thing. I allow negative comments. Don't you love it? And the cat walks across at the same time. You are an evil old witch. Oh, you must have followed me from Gigi's channel. Of course, I didn't stream that one. I am now allowing negative remarks, but if you don't give donate to my channel, I delete your negative remark. But if you want me to keep your negative remark up, its requirement is a $10 donation towards my channel. So you've got a whole 30 seconds to start donating. Whoever this person is. See this? You are an evil old witch. They can't even put their photo up. And what is this? One anima. You know what that means? That's a bot. You think I'm an evil old witch, honey? You have no idea how evil I can be. Yeah. It's called Women Don't Get Mad, We Get Even. Ask my 4 exes if they're so happy. They're miserable. They were miserable when I left. But I warned them. I gave them years. They don't listen. So I'm going to have to ban you because I don't see that I've received a donation on my channel, which means you have to go to YouTube to do it, jerk. So I am an evil old witch. I really, truly am. Delete comment, put user in timeout. We're going to ban and delete their comment since they didn't donate. But from now on, I told Gigi, whenever people insult us, we will allow them an opportunity to donate $10, and then we'll leave their comment up. Since I don't have a paid channel, mine's all free for everything. I don't advertise. I don't have anything like that. Yeah. But I think it's only fair. We believe in equal rights. And Kitty Kitty is purring and putting her claws in my shoulder. So Kitty Kitty, you gotta go down. Don't you? Who y'all think that's a fair deal? I think it is. Let them have their opinion, and I will fix it. I will definitely fix their opinion. They won't care for it. So that person got blocked. I wish I was techie enough where I could I wish I was techie enough where I didn't see that comment, Denise. What the Hey, don't y'all, my 4Xs, you've glutton for punishment. Well, yeah, but the last one I divorced was 2010. And we weren't married, we were just dating. 2010, so I've been single ever since. I have them all sniffing around at the door and shit, but I just don't want them. Don't need them. I don't like them. Well, I can't say I don't like them. If they're useful, I like them. But if they're not useful, they can just keep right on going. I'm tired. You know, ladies and gentlemen, the thing that I discovered about my personal life and stuff when it comes to men is that I was always exhausted and broke. But whenever I was single, I had lots of energy and I had lots of money and never had to worry about bills. But as soon as I would get a male in or a companion, because I don't care, okay, I got gay grandkids and stuff, and I don't care. It to me, I'm a Buddhist philosophy, so we all live, here. So anyway, I just find it cheaper. I don't have as much, my utilities drop because there's not all the showers and the laundry and the cooking and all the cleaning and the vacuuming and the sweeping and blah, 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 blah. I just I don't need it. I don't want it. I make enough money to live on my own, and I'm retired. So here we go. No one's asking questions. I guess I'm just entertaining y'all. Yay. Let's see what we got. Oh, I don't have my pendulum on. So we'll use this one today. This is a nice one. Okay. Let's do a general reading. I'm just going to pull a general reading for America. How about America's general reading for today? General reading for today for America. Please don't give me a bunch of negative fighting cards. Please give me a bunch of loving, caring cards. We need positive, but if you got to give us negative, we can handle it. I just don't always like it. Yeah. Here we go. That's right there. All right. All right. Moist. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, and of all of the spirits and guides that we have in our world that are here to protect us. Amen. Yikes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Looks like we're going to survive another week. Huh. For America right now, what's covering our country is the heart or moon reversed. Oh, Linda, you can ask anything personal. Just you want to hear from a deceased loved one, just give their name and their name and the date they passed helps the best. Not so much their birthday for me. Um, I have a deceased daughter who's one of my guides, and then I have a llama who actually llama, and then I have my childhood friend. That's who my guides are. Ah, okay, all right, Kendra. Hi. So Linda, that's what it is. I don't know. I'm just psychic. Always have been. I've always known things, and I finally have sharing my skills. Because to be honest, family didn't they never believed me. They still don't believe me. Can you freaking believe it? Yeah, I can believe it. They don't believe me. So anyway, this is what's covering our country. Wild impulses and delusion, collusion. You know who we're talking about there. I don't even have to say it. We know what's going on. And the problematic is the money, the pentacles. They're just constantly grifting us. They're just constantly taking our money, taking it from us and giving it. And this here, they're showing it gives to the poor. Nah, you ain't giving it to the poor. They're taking it and stealing our whatever we do. Then I have the high priest reverse, and this is how we're moving forward. This is not good, you guys. I don't like this. This is not good. Too passive and quiet and secretive. That's the freaking Democratic Party. That's why we're in this position we're in. Because for the last 20, 30 years, Democrats have played by the rules. Democrats, quit playing by the rules. Stay within the law, but quit playing by the rules, because the rules don't count. It's the law that does. And then how it's developing, we have the Hermit. So the light is showing. And personally, when I'm reading when I read this here, when I'm thinking is he's losing his power. He is losing his power just by dribbles, little bits every week. If you ever notice, he's getting weaker and weaker. Now all his friends have abandoned him and they're all meeting together in China. They're ganging up on us, okay, over there. And we have to be prepared for that because the hermit is showing, okay, he's showing the light. He's bringing the men. It's coming. And the Seven of Pentacles is the outcome of this for the Hermit. The Hermit is showing us, and Seven of Pentacles is too much time and effort is for putting in for meager results. It's all poor planning. They're just, I don't think they run I don't think they check. Um, I don't know what I'm trying to say, to be honest. I can hear it. Let me think. Let me hear it. Let me quiet. I have to quiet. I see the Five of Wands is what I'm seeing. The battle. The battle is on. It's going on in the White House as we speak. As I'm speaking to you, there's a huge battle going on in the White House right now. And they're they're trying to cover up Donald's health. He's bad, guys. I'm sorry, he shouldn't be president right now. They need to put JD Vance in so that, but he has to be voted in. I learned that. He has to be voted in. So what I'm seeing in the White House right now is that they're just, I mean, there's a big battle going on. No violence, just let's see. What time is it? Come on, tonight Jeff and Allie are on together. I like it when Allie and Jeff are on together. That's pretty cool. Heart and Soul. And Tarot Ask Backwards. That's a mouthful, Jeffrey. And then he's on with me tomorrow night. Jeffrey's, if you haven't seen Jeffrey, sure, Ellen, you can have a message for the weekend. I hope your work week went well this week and that they realize that you want to retire at your choosing, not theirs. What are we supposed to ask? Linda, you can ask anything you want. Now, whether I can answer it depends. Ellen, here's for Eleanor for the weekend. Ellen for the weekend. Ellen for the weekend. Ellen for the weekend. Ellen for the weekend. The name of the Here's for Ellen for the weekend. Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Your current situation is Knight of Wands in a high energy conflict you have going on. Is that what's happening at work today? You got a high energy high energy confident? Brave, passionate. Not conflict, it's confident. I apologize. I can't read. You're taking bold actions. You're doing that movement forward, I think. I think you are doing that movement forward. And the problematic that is covering your current situation, you got the Queen of Pentacles upside down, and the key words for this is something needs a lot of attention pertaining to whatever you're fighting today, or not fighting. You're stop, Denise. It's not a negative thing. It's just it's work related, between work and home, and you need more of a home and work balance, and that's what you're fighting for. That's what the problem is, and they're not understanding that you need more balance in your life. And moving forward, they want a replacement for you, or you want a replacement. I happen to know this. You want a replacement that will carry on your position, and they don't realize how much you do. They don't realize how much is involved in your job. They don't. I don't think they care. That's what I just heard. I heard they don't care. And how it's developing is you ended up with the Four of Swords reversed. So you're ignoring the need to rest, Ellen. You need to rest. This is how it's developing, is that you need some rest. So this weekend it's saying, please rest. Because the outcome or the solution is too much time and effort, and Seven of Pentacles reversed. And one of the key words is investment anxiety. You're stressing over your retirement investment opportunities, but you need to rest. If this way, it would say, okay, lay down. If you don't, I'll lay you down. But this way, it's just saying you need to rest. You need to take care of yourself, Ellen, because you still have a few months to go. Does that help for the weekend? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, so it's right on. Thank you. I'm glad that you're going to get some rest, because that's kind of what I had to do last week. I get burned out, and being an empath sucks sometimes because you feel things all the time. You're welcome. You're so welcome, Ellen. So let's what time is it? Oh my God, 49. So anybody have anything else for me today? The only thing I have is later on I'll take and type in all this information here. The week that I'm doing, oh, this is next week's. For everything I'm doing on the education for the Buddha. Actually, I'm learning with you guys, okay? I'm not teaching you. It's like I'm doing it for me, and I learn better in a class. I'm a visual person more so than a comprehension. I rather listen to books be read than to actually sit down and read a book. I think that's what holds me up about writing my book. besides being emotional. Anybody else got anything? Well, you know what? Linda, I hope you enjoyed our show. Because I feel you guys are part of my show, because without you guys, there's no purpose of my show. And I just want to share my Buddhist philosophy, learning with me. And I like to share my skills of being able to talk to the other side. So, like, if you have a family member you want to talk to, it's best their name, at least their first name, and when they passed. And I'm also hearing birthday. So, but you got to let us know, or let me know if it's birthday or death. So, since I don't have nothing else, am I missing anybody? Everybody gone? I'm down to, no questions? We can talk to Gellick for a second here. He's my pendulum. Let's see. My grandson's supposed to come and put my step on today. He was supposed to come on Monday, and if he didn't come Monday, he would come Tuesday. Well, he didn't come Tuesday, and didn't hear nothing on Wednesday. You too, Ellen. Have a great weekend. Rest. I know you said you're going to. I know you do. You have a lot going. You're headed for the great vacation job of the world. I love it. Except I'll tell you what, you get kind of bored after a while of being retired. That's why I started this. So, Gellick, are you here? Let me put my rest up for my elbow. Gellick, are you here? Yes. Stop and center. Thank you. Will the orange jetty lose his power next week? Yes. Will he lose all of his power next week? Or, okay. Oh, yeah. He's saying, yeah. So I've been predicting since August. Actually, I've been working on when he's leaving since May. But every time I get where he's leaving, it's actually he loses more power. Hi, Fatima. You want a question? Am I going to fully retire 2027? There you go, Ellen. I did. I started painting. I got back into my painting and I did a lot. I auctioned artwork off and did shit like that. Donated it for dogs and cat places and hospice. I've donated to two different hospice organizations for my paintings for them to auction. So, okay. Well, Fatima would like to know if she's going to fully retire in 2027. And okay, and he's been swinging yes ever since you posted and I read. As soon as I read a question, he starts answering. He's going yes. Okay, stop and center, Gellick. Stop and center, please. Okay, he stopped and centered. Fatima wants to know, is she going to fully retire in 2027? Gellick, will Fatima retire completely in 2027? He says yes. Oh, I was on I was on and of work. So my husband told me to stay home now. You worked enough. Well, yeah, I worked totally after retirement and before I retired. I worked like 40 plus years. And then after I retired, I took a part-time job that they fired me because I got sick. And that's when I went to full retirement. And that was in December 2014 is when I went to full retirement. I'm 63. Okay. Yeah, you're old. And, if you want to make up, there's ways to check it out, the Fatima. I don't know what they allow now, but I'm very happy retired. And just remember, just check it out. If you're ready to retire, retire. If not, don't. Just check out in the Social Security and how it'll affect you, and if you have any retirement plans or anything. I'm not an I'm not an accountant. I'm just I had to go through it all, but the times have changed from the time that I did it and that you're doing it is a different time. And they love to change the laws on us constantly. They got nothing better to do than to screw with us. But will Fatima, can she retire now? Can Fatima retire now with no issues? Thank you, Gellick. He says you can retire now with no issues. So just check out the numbers because it is getting close to the end of the year. So if you're going to do it, um, you'll go with a lesser amount. Like my friend Donna, she kept insisting, I can work until I'm 70. I want to work until I'm 70. Well, finally her health gave out and she retired at the age of 65. I think she was 65 when she finally, when she could retire. And then she died the next year. So I personally I knew that my health couldn't handle more working. And I kept telling her, Donna, you're not healthy. You need to quit working. You need to, oh no, I want that bigger check. I said, Donna, you could go work part-time and make more money. But she wouldn't listen. That's like I said, nobody ever listens to me. They think I'm stupid. Of course, they always come back and apologize to me later on. Donna will have to come back in spirit. I've been trying to contact her. She hasn't answered me. But she was a trumper. Oh yes, I used to shit with her. Oh yeah, I gave her hell. But that's okay. I love y'all. I'm gonna go because it's we only had 2 minutes. I have 7 people in my home. Very big. Oh my God, yes. So Fatima, actually, this is really a good question for yourself. I would say take quiet time, whether it's your bedroom or when nobody's home, if that's ever possible. Wow, you got 7 people in your house. I got 7 ghosts. I have spirits and shit. I have dead animals in my house. The ghosts, their spirits are in my house. I see them all the time. Should I chase them away? I kind of enjoy them. My glasses are always foggy. I'd go back to contacts if my eyes could handle it. I wish they'd just give me a laser, whatever that thing is. Um, whatever you feel. I feel that you could do it if it's up to you. But Gellick is saying yes. If you want to work until fully retire in 2027, you could cut back to part-time. That'll make your husband happy and then you can stay happy too. And Gellick says you will be able to. Yes. He said yes again. My husband, 2 sons, and brother's girlfriend. Wow. Hope you guys live in a big enough house. I saw, I've been watching those the real detective things on YouTube. Some of them with the psychics and some, just regular. Man, I've never seen such big apartments. Oh my God, some of them apartments are huge in some of those cities and places. Gillick, what are you doing? He's just look at this. He's just going, he wants to talk. Okay, Gillick. Is he goes, yes. All right. Stop and balance, or you know, there you go. All right, Gillick. Let me think. What's a good question? Um, are we going to get freedom this year from the Orange MAGA? Yes. Will it be soon? Is the victims of the Epstein, are they going to release their list this week? This is Friday. Will they release will they release their, yeah, will it be this week or next week? Will they release that list this week? Kelly, Stop and Center. Will they release their list next week? Will they release their list next week? Yes. Will Donald Trump lose all his power next week? Will he finally break and lose all of his power because of the list they write? Yes. See, I keep saying the second week of October or September is when Donald Trump. I've been saying it for months. I don't know. I just feel it. Gelly keeps saying it. I hope I'm right, but I'm probably wrong. But it don't matter. I'm right. I'm right enough times. Can't be. I'm not perfect. All right, love y'all. I'm going to play the outro, and this is my buddy Gellick right up here in the corner, if you haven't seen him. This is him. He is a sweetheart. This is who I see. I'm telling you, this is who I see. Love y'all. Bye. See you tomorrow night if you come on with Jeff and I at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Bye.
Subscribe, it's free. Highlight the bell to get notifications and thumbs up. Make comments on replay. I want you to have love, light, and laughter in your life every day. Because if you love and shine light on it, it brings laughter into your life.